Testing 1, 2, 3. What's up, dev heads? Today we're going to continue with the game called Battle the Mics. So first thing first, we're going to open up Unreal Engine 5. Go to the library. Let's find the project. Rap Battle is the name. Now when I ended episode 2, I incorrectly added the HUD in the wrong spot. So we're going to start off by putting it in the player controller instead. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, here's the game. We get a quick recap of what I did. Let's hit play. A teleporter, and it takes you back, and it takes you to the stage. Cool. And it should be random. I remember now. Teleport you to the red. Now we got teleport to the blue. Perfect. And we did ended up doing a HUD. Okay. So first thing first, let's fix the spot where we added the HUD into the game mode. That is not really good practice, so we're gonna end up putting that information to the player controller. So first thing first, we're gonna copy this, remove it from the game mode, and add it to the player controller, because we want this to be created upon creating the player controller. See what errors we get upon compile, and we got none, so that's good. Yeah, this should technically still work. Hit play. Yep, the HUD is now showing up for our character. Now let's see if it shows up for 2 players. Perfect, everything's showing up. Let's see if my mic is working. Testing. Yep, everything's working. Awesome. All right, so let's start off by making a timer. Our game is definitely gonna need a timer to control the sessions, all the rap battles or the music battles. So let's go to the game mode. I do have a project that I did a timer because I don't remember clearly how I did it, but let's use the other project as reference. Let me get a quick recap. 1 second. What did I do for timers? Did do it on the... Oh, here you go. I did do it on the game state, which is shared with the server and the client. All right. First thing first, let's make a function. Add a custom event, call it start timer. We're gonna make this server, run on the server only. We don't want clients to control the timer. Call it, then start the timer on begin play. Select the node, put it in there. And then let's add a delay. Make it 1 second. Then make a variable. That way we can control if the timer has started or not. Make a boolean, call it I guess you can say timer question mark. Drag it out, get it. Make sure the timer is set to false, which it is. And let's start with the integers, round timers, and round minutes. Seconds. Change the variable type to integer. Another one. Call it round minutes. And it's an integer. Perfect. Actually, we gotta make it a float. Right? You're dealing with time, seconds. It has to be a float. Okay. So first thing first, what we could do is when the seconds, let's grab the seconds. Let's see. What did I do on my? I guess if this is set to true when the timer starts, we're gonna make it so it will check those round seconds, and if it's equal to 0 seconds, we're gonna want it to check something else. So here we'll set it to true. Drag this over here. And then if that's true, but if it's false, we'll need to lower the seconds. So what we'll have to do is get the round seconds, set it, drag it to the false, and then we're gonna subtract 1 second each time this ticks. So let's subtract 1 second to the second variable here. There you go. Make this neat. So this triggers when it's false. Perfect. Now, if this is true, we gotta start subtracting minutes. So what we need to do here is create another branch. We're gonna check if minutes are 0. We get the minutes equal to 0 minutes. We're gonna want to, let's see, it's equal to, well, let's take care of the false. So we're gonna have to, let me see, get the seconds. No, we'll have to set the seconds. Okay. 259. Obviously, when you subtract a minute, 59 seconds. So then we're gonna set the minutes. Might be all confusing at the beginning, but it'll make sense once it's been displayed. So here we're gonna subtract. 1 from round minutes. Okay. Good. Double check our work. 59 seconds. Set it to 59 seconds. And we'll subtract the minute. Perfect. Now here, if it's true, we can start the game. Custom event. Whatever event we're going to do, start or restart timer. All that there. I guess we can have it print something for now. Print. I guess we could say timer finished. For now. Yeah. Now, since the timer is should be shown for client and server, they need to be replicated. Replicated and replicated. Perfect. All right, so let's test out these. Test this out. This will be delayed by 1 second. So what we can do is, for now, print seconds, print the minutes. Oops. We'll run a print node. And a print node for the seconds. Print. And I incorrectly put it on the wrong spot. Remove the sec duration and remove it from duration. And let's color code it. For minutes, let's do, guess, blue. Now let's do greenish. For seconds, we'll do yellow. All right, let's compile. See how this works. So I guess it starts off at 0 because seconds and minutes are not set. They're set to 0. So let's do 2 minutes, and for seconds, let's do 50. 2 minutes, 50. Compile, play. So I only ran once. Okay. Oh, okay. So it has to be on a tick, not a begin play. Let's start the timer on a tick. Tick. And let's drag this over here. Try, when it comes to multiplayer games, try to avoid event tick at all costs. For now, let's use it. Later on, I'll do some best practice stuff. This is just to get our timer up and running. So as you can see, it is triggering, but seconds are not lowering. Clearly, there's something wrong. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. Oh, perhaps we have not set the timer to start. And we'll do that over here. Set. Later on, we'll have it set via a function or something. We'll have this being triggered by maybe a character overlapping something. We'll see. Hit play. 49 seconds, 47 seconds, 46. So as you can see, the seconds are lowering. Let's see what happens when we reach 0 seconds. Hopefully it subtracts a minute and goes back to 59 seconds. 29, 28, 27. By the way, let me play some music. Play. And it went 1 second and 59 seconds. Perfect. That's exactly how we want it to work. Some music now. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. All right. The next thing, we're gonna create a custom HUD so we can show the timer. In order to do this, we go back to our player controller. Actually, we'll go back to the content and then we'll start working on our HUD. Go to Game Logic to create this. We'll go to User Interface and then Widget Blueprint and call it User Widget. Leave some. Custom HUD. Yeah. HUD widget. Perfect. Sorry, I'm used to UE4, so this is a little foreign to me. It's about the same. Okay. So we'll stick with the HUD widget for now. Make a Canva. Yeah, Canva panel. Perfect. Here we can stick some. This is where we're gonna stick the timer. Add some text. Here we'll display the minutes. One. Add a placeholder. This will be the colon for the second. We'll add the seconds. So we can add a placeholder, add those seconds. Perfect. Now it looks like a timer. We're gonna anchor these texts to the middle. Yeah, here you go. Top middle. Perfect. Currently just eyeballing it. not accurate as it can be. Actually, like Unreal Engine it comes with. Need it that long. Not long either. Perfect. Yeah. Testing. All right, so now that we have our placeholders, now we can start adding blueprints. By clicking on the minutes, what we're gonna do is look for right here, create binding. So here we can add our own custom variable. So what we're gonna do is get game mode. Okay. Once we got the game mode, we gotta cast it to the game mode we created, which is BP game mode. I'm gonna drag it here and connect it. Oh, obviously, since this is for the minute, we're gonna get round minutes, and we're gonna stick it here as the output. Compile. We're gonna go to the seconds and create a binding for this. Again, we could just copy this and we'll paste it here. Drag it over here. And we're gonna get the second system around. Bam. Compile, and let's test if this works. Nope, because first of all, we haven't changed the HUD. We're no longer gonna use the WB HUD because we're gonna make it all custom. Now we can use the HUD widget. Compile. And let's also remove the annoying print screens that we did at the beginning. Or this. I'll just leave it here for now. Maybe I'll use it later. Anyways, let's play it, and voila, we have our official timer. Excellent. Like my timer? Look, magic, right? No. I just want to see it go to the next minute. I gotta fix that. But technically it's working. I just gotta add an extra 0. Perfect. Let me see if I can fix the 0 issue. Is a float. Let's see what I can do to alleviate that. 0. I'll work on it in a minute, but for now, since we created our own HUD, I want to map over the gas, health, mana, and stamina. In order to do that, I go to design. Here, we're gonna add our own progress bar. I guess we can add it here. This will be our health. And then we'll make it 100% for now. And then we'll duplicate this and create mana. Make it blue. Create stamina. And let's label these so we won't get confused. Do it here, call it health. We can call it health. Or now, since we're using gas, we gotta start using. Gotta use their functions. Give me a minute so I can remember. First thing first, let's create a binding. Here we're gonna have the value. That's for color and opacity, so we don't need that. Let's remove it by undoing it. Yeah. Oh, here we gotta create a blueprint for the percentage. So get the value. I have to get player controller. Give me 1 second while I recap. What? This one, what I did was I got game mode, timer. Okay, now I remember. Here we can delete this function. We don't need this one. That one. This function, what we're gonna do is get owning player, get control pawn, because the pawn is what has the ability module. Here we're gonna do BP main character, perfect. And from here we can grab our character's attributes by getting the gas score, I guess. From here, get the health. Divided by 100. Since the max HP is 100. I put it in here and we should get the HP 88, I believe. And it's not working. Let's see what's going on. Here. Print out the health just so I can get a bit. idea of what's going on. Arrow. Something's not mapping over. Character. One. Oh, I forgot to add this module. Now with this, we can get our attributes. Delete everything we did. Get core. Get health. Put it by 100. Add it here. Let's get a visual and let's get the variable. Maybe because we didn't compile this. Save. File. Save. Play it. There you go. 80 was our HP, and visually you can see it's at 80. Perfect. Now let's set all of them and we can call it a day. Close this. This. Delete this. Clean up our code. And let's copy this so we can start creating a percentage for the other bars like mana. Let's create a binding for mana. Enlarge this a bit. Paste it. Drag it over here. Drag it over here. Instead of health, we're gonna get the mana. And we'll put it here. We set the mana to 100%. Let's double check that by going to our main character. From main character, to see our attributes, we can click on this, and we have originally set it to 100%. And stamina should be at 50. So perfect, it's at 100% now. Stamina should be at 50. So we're gonna go back to the design. Now we're gonna work on the percentage by creating the binding, moving it to the right, pasting it here, dragging it here, dragging it here. We're gonna delete the mana and we're gonna get the stamina. Oh, one. Okay. So in theory, this should be 50%, and it's not. See why? Oh, because I forgot the division. Okay, let's see. Here, I forgot the division for here too. So I'm gonna copy this, paste it here, and here. Remember, the max is 100. So as you can see, the max stamina, the max mana, also to 100. So make sure you keep it to 100 so the percentage can be accurate. Now we're gonna do that here as well. I'm gonna paste it here. I'll run the game. Voila. We got 50% for stamina, 100% for mana, and 80% for health. I'm gonna call it a day. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Hasta luego.